And yeah, hello everybody. I did forget to to click the start button. So now I am live. I'm just gonna adjust a thing or two. Oh, and of course, notification is going off only right now. Let me adjust a thing or two. Yeah. Okay, now we are live. Come on. Can you exit that? Thank you. Great. So I'm gonna come back in a minute. Just gonna pour a drink. All people are coming in. Okay. Here I am. Where is aggregated trade? Let's see. USDT. Oh, nice. Curving CVD and buy and Coinbase. Next, a little weird. Now fine. And Pep's going up. Yeah, for now this is led by spot. This is nice. I think the best things to do now is most likely to shift on like 10-second chart, and each time you see something like look like a top, you try to short it, and you get stopped 1,000 times. So you can continue to show the move up. No, things are looking pretty good here. So let's start with that because that's a little chart I shared earlier this week. When we reclaim our 200 moving average, right? So a few things that help me keep like split my bias, you need to get this sometimes simple things to just to not get caught into flipping bias too much, right? So we were rejecting from the 200 daily 4-hour moving averages. So I get a bit of a bearish bias as long as we're waiting for it to be reclaimed, and as soon as we started to get this impulse here, started to flip a bit more into long. I closed like most of my shorts, waiting just a little bit to get fully invalidated by the high here. Oh yeah, that's the moment I already flipped. And when we close the 4-hour candle like this, it was a second confirmation, right? I had a few counts I did looking for a bit more down or a bit more down, but yeah, as soon as this trend started to show up, that's when I really flipped and stopped trying to short this. And I was looking at a comparison with, there's other moments in this chart, but really looking a lot alike here. we had this kind of spring event where we dip into fear, or at least into, well, that was into fear at that moment. Here we are mostly at neutral in terms of sentiment according to the, you know, fear and greed index. I think we even hit fear a bit, or at least the low neutral, right? And that was just a, you know, a deviation below the low. Then reclaim the 200 4-hour moving averages, the EMA, simple one, alongside the POC. So we were the exactly same setup, right? Oh, almost exactly. No, we had also the market structure change, which we had a minor here. I would have preferred, you know, if we had made this before the consolidation, but pretty similar overall. Hold a higher low and confirming now well, a new trend here on the fall, right? We had also, yeah, the 4-hour resistance on RSI here that got over, that got breached basically, sending RSI into overbought, which is a sign of strength in that occurrence here. You know, spending too much time into overbought and building bearish divergence, you're starting to look for slowdown. But when you're getting into a longer consolidation and you're starting to break this kind of resistance, the fact that RSI is able to go into overbought, that means that's, yeah, strength pushing, able to push this into overbought, which was diminishing all along. The same here, diminishing all along, and now new strengths coming in, and a bit of volume change. Now, I would like to see, appreciate to see volume a bit more here. We'll see. It's not playing exactly the same. You know, we have maybe a slightly bit deeper retracement here compared to here, for example. And so maybe not going straight up from here. Maybe we'll have a few more consolidation. We'll look, of course, at some counts to support this idea of more uptrend and see where this can bring us and where can we expect consolidation, and yeah, what kind of wave that consolidation will be. Okay, kind of the same setup again here, and you know, in a smaller way here as well. You have a bit of deviation here. That was a bit more tricky, kind of what I was looking for potentially. We have the range here, so you know we have a bit more than just a small deviation, but yeah, often very similar. Kind of the same here. You have some kind of floor here and bigger time frame, but no small deviation. Well, your deviation, not small. So yeah, same here. So looking for new highs here as main bias. Now there's somewhere I will be looking for potentially caution, because you know, until we make new highs, you know, this, in fact, even if we make new highs, it could be in a flat, but until we make new highs, we can still be looking for lower high, right? For now, we have volume picking up a bit here. Now slowing down, while slowing down. Not yet, but if we were to see a rejection here, you know, we'll not have, we don't have the follow through and volume here. That would be a bit in between. You know, you want to keep it sustained, not necessarily going higher than these spikes here, but staying into relatively high volume. And yeah, continuation of the trend, basically, right? Yeah, for me, the main area, I could see some trouble here. Well, it's going to be around 69K. Basically, it's going to be your 1-1 extension, right? The pocket, 90%, 100% extension. Which gonna be in confluence with value high of that whole range here in yellow. And obviously liquidity above that swing high, which, well, we did took just right now, right? So yeah, we want to see a continuation. Because in terms of lower time frame count here, before maybe we zoom out, what Binance here it is. You know, here, well, basically with this swing high, low high here and higher low, well, we're looking at either at a 1-2 or if it is corrective, an AB, right? I think it's better on the wood chart, yeah, you know. There is two kind of structure I'm looking, two kind of potential count I'm looking from this low, but yeah, basically either 1-2 or AB. So if it is a C, we were looking at that 1-1 extension as preferred, I guess. In theory, that, you know, that can be done any time now. The minimum, really the minimum is the higher wave A, but it's pretty rare that, especially in this time frame, that we don't go at least to 90% for a C wave of that, of a zigzag like this. Yeah, so with this count in mind, now we can think about several variation of that, right? One that could be jumping up on our highs right now is, yeah, potentially, you know, this could be enough, right? We have enough bearish divergence up to the 3, yeah, up to the 4 hour if we were to reject here after taking a potent liquidity. So I don't think that will be enough for a C. I mean, minimum it will be, but I don't think it's enough. So I'm not would not expect a reversal here, right? But if we are looking at this, well, two possible things here. If we are looking at this in a bullish way, okay, clearly this sub count here is not gonna be enough, even if we push a bit higher here, to be categorized as a third wave, right? We'll need to go way higher for that, right? So it's possible that we're going into an extension and that we could be entering into higher degree wave 2 here. Sub wave 2 of that higher degree third wave. But probably what I would be looking at, should we be rejecting here, but I don't think, but even a bit higher here, you know, that we will be like in between possibly an A, B, C, and a 1, 2, 1 and seeing a bit more consolidation here. And then the big move would come into the next third wave, right? Alternatively, yeah, another kind of count here. So instead of looking at this as a wave 1, I will be looking at a 1, 2, 1, 2 here. And so basically, yeah, we'll be just aiming for that third here. And so could see a smaller, that would mean smaller retracement than if we were building a 1, 2, right? It would just be a minor force wave and we continue, but aiming for the 261.8 target for that third wave. And then for 6185, 61.8 for the bigger third wave. And eventually, yeah, 161.8 for the bigger third wave. Now, this kind of follow-up counts here obviously going to be adjusted depending how the market reacts, what kind of movement we see, right? In the sense that where do we see consolidation? How deep are those pullbacks? How long do they last before making new highs? And that's gonna suggest rather count another one, right? Help make some clean some noise, right? So yeah, obviously, for example, here, if we were to see a rejection from here back down below here, well, the favoring count would not be that one with a succession of 1, 2, 1, 2, but rather that kind of count, right? And then we can see for a bigger wave 2 consolidation, and maybe, you know, we keep hovering here and come back test the POC here, for example. And we'll see in due time, but yeah, it's possible we come back below yesterday low with this kind of idea. Right? This kind of idea will not be less bullish, right? In fact, it could be even more bullish, because if we hide a few, not that one, hide a few stuff here which we don't need. Because yeah, if we build a sub 1, 2 like this here, so keep into consolidation, that give us even more leg, because then we can be aiming for the larger third wave here, much higher, right? Because in that case we'll have a 1, 2, and that smaller third wave can be targeting by itself the 7 or even higher if we're going into some kind of crazy uptrend from here. Yeah, at the moment I would like to see a bit more higher. Let me check how the order book is looking right now. Let's zoom out on the 1 hour. A lot of new open interest coming on. Yeah, still some sell. By the way, that's another similarities with the previous breaks from February, right? When we had some seller-dominated order book here, a lot more limit sales than buy, and we still went up. That was another similarities with what happened here. You know, we had order book dominated by seller here, and we kept going into new highs. So Yeah, there is limit sellers, but they keep getting engulfed here. So nothing major. It's not a huge change here. Just the seller getting bought up. And in fact, other buyers staying steady here. And there's another thing that is coming into the recipe here is that we have a bit of buying pressure coming from options right now. Was looking earlier today like really tomorrow it's keep going up a bit. Like quite a significant amount of open interest here on option for Saturday. For tomorrow expiration, we have like more than 200 millions. With, significantly more than calls than puts here. 42 ratio. Especially towards 67,500. So this kind of behavior, now, that's where we're going to be. That's where we are rejecting about. This kind of thing, that means that there's, you see how we have high volume strike into a tight zone. Even if the ratio is only 0.42, you can see there's a lot of calls here between 66.5 and 67,500. So that means that the market makers that are selling those calls here are inclined to be buying on spot until reaching these levels here to just close the spread. So the fact that there is a call imbalance is producing indirectly through market makers a bit of additional buying pressure on the spot and in fact derivative as well. Also why it has become a bit more complicated to follow the order flow as we used to, as options getting more and more a bigger part of the whole liquidity structure of Bitcoin. And you see there is new long pushing price up here. It's not necessarily long chasing. It might be just market makers that is selling calls here that is willing to buy longs and derivative because to keep a delta neutral. And for the 24th, next Friday, we have about millions, and quite a lot of calls here up to 70k. Actually, even 74. The same coin balance. And how is May 31? Oh yeah, huge call imbalance here. Aiming for 70k, so yes, 70k seems to be where there's a lot of calls that have been sold at 70k, so that means, easily a target here. I'd give a lot to make things simple. The fact there is a lot of calls bought for a strike at 70k, I mean, that should give that much buying pressure below 70k on the spot and derivative market. I'm still studying a bit options here, but getting the thing a bit clearer each day. So I guess I wanted to share that I may have said things a little wrong in the past about it. Options are not in balance right now. There's in bullish imbalance with buying pressure, a bit of FOMO. Of course, if we reverse here, well, the call's going to be underwater and the market maker going to be happy anyway. But yeah, just like the fact there is a bit of FOMO on the option market. help give an extra demand here as well. It's not completely separated. So yeah, for now, just follow. Yeah, for me, it's catching longs and deeps and letting things run, trying to not touch too much. Here and there was too short to maybe catch to edge, you know. No, of course, this was a bit aggressive retracement here. You know, that can be a bit that can be a bit stressful for the one that I've been buying in that range. Especially here, you know, you still have sensible entry, just playing a mini range here, deviation above and under. So by here, you start to see price going. You cool, I'm in. And then no, I'm not. And yeah, you know, you can see with the time we spent here, that was probably a lot of position chasing, getting wrecked here before we continue up. I will not be necessarily buying here. I didn't really try to do a 5-minute count because I don't think it's... how do I say that? I know you can always find like here an ABC. It's not very helpful, I think, at the moment. So I could guess maybe some kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Not even sure here. I mean, I could see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. That's why we're checking here. It's not even enough. No. And maybe a 1, 2 here, and so, you know, maybe we do another 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that sense, it's possible. But yeah, not really able to do 5-minute tickets here. Do you have any question, any target you're looking at? Do I zoom out a bit? Look at something else? TT and holding here, it's trend, so that's good. Yeah, which next still green, volume, I've sustained here. Why is my cone base? Oh, look in the index. I mean, Bitfinex is still buying. Now. So even compared to here, you know, they bought the dip pretty aggressively and started to sell quite early in the move here. It started to sell as we broke up. Now, for now, the long is still going up. Maybe Joe is doing that. Not sure, but still, yeah, looking pretty good, you know. Breaking resistance, market structure change of character, staying between X, keeping in the green, keeping in new New margin longs opening. News rather bullish. We experienced capitulation event not so long ago. I was feeling not so bullish personally either even last week. Now the thing I would prefer to see is that is not too deep retrace and rather continue chasing higher here. You know, either with that count or the others that I didn't make on that chart, but that count, right? I would prefer to see this kind of path, you know, the shallow, just shallow retracement, rather consolidation than retracement, in fact, for wave fours and keep going, because after getting this kind of capitulation event, you know, you rather want people to chase price to keep it in a bullish way, you know. I mean, like we did here, like we did here, right? So you end up in bigger retracement a lot later. Huh? Well, yeah, I would like to see this, some kind of momentum here. I'm just aware of this zone. If I just indeed, you know, if however this happen, that to see this kind of rejection, I might be flipping and get my bias at some point in here, you know, but after I see some kind of momentum change again on the, at least on the 1 hour or something, the market structure clear, downtrend market structure on a 1 hour, and yeah, losing about 67 something, maybe where I will flip short again. Until then, I just want you to follow the trend to new highs, with main target for me being around 77k as just a kind of not first target but secondary target. Well, because first target gonna be here. But first really bullish targets. I know that could be resolving into 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this, and then maybe we're building a bigger 1, 2, or maybe we end up into a larger third wave here and keep entering into a larger fourth wave, or even when I realize that. Yeah, it kind of seems that like the minimum to me, but even then I'm looking for higher on the higher time frame. Let's say that's kind of the minimum based on just this, right? This is a 1, 2, and 3 should be getting towards 76, and then that's gonna be the 236 retrace of the initial range placed by this low and this high, right? Basically 123 retracement here and negative 23 up here. If we were to continue this range and build a bigger range, either a distribution or accumulation, whatever, but it's only when we go beyond that I consider, yeah, okay, we're on the next leg up, and we It'll be looking at the 190k basically, right? With the count in mind. What is the count again? S2 I think is one of favorite at the moment. Oh, and yeah, before going to this, what could be interesting is to have a bit of consolidation from here, not too deep, but a bit. And they'll build a bigger one to here because, yeah, that for now doesn't seem enough to go into the crazy target. Crazy target like the 90k trend line here. Even the 100k here for that as a fifth wave. Yeah. Of course, that as a fifth wave target of the largest three gonna be a bit high. Significantly high. And that's where I will be willing to look for overextension on that kind of 5 wave if needed. But yeah, 90k at least. And it's reasonable. Alternative count, well, yeah, we can still be into this larger flow. That's also why, well, until we break out of this, yeah, you know, maybe we build into some kind of A, B, C here, or even a flat here, take the high and coming back into running or expanded flat, or rather expanding in that case. And that's gonna be true also for the alternative similarity. Okay, I see no question. Not a lot of people here. It's weird. I see. Yeah, 11 view with only 4 people writing. You know, well, I guess if that's it, right? Yeah, my bias is up. Is rather for new all-time highs. I'm just gonna be watching what happened at 69, and if we see a rejection from here, what I would not want to see is a comeback below 64. Could see a sweep, no more. A sweep of yes, a little bit no more. And if we finish to 70k here, I wouldn't really want to see us coming back below 67. You know, just take the stairs up here, and as long as we keep going into higher lows, I just want to keep following the trend here. With main target for now at 77 and 90k and beyond. We'll have time to discuss that again. Alex T, any opinion on Sui? Yeah, okay, often. Yeah, neat how he did that. Nice, 50% retrace very precisely. I just want to see the 200 daily reclaim, but apart from that, yes, it's looking okay. I've been a bit deceived by alt in general here, as they lost the 200 daily for a lot of them. I'll check. Yeah, BTC pair is pretty good because we have deep retracement and we're testing a previous accumulation here already. And POC. Good. Great. Just checking the volume. There's pretty decent volume on Coinbase. Now you have your range. You have confidence with the 200 4-hour and daily. So that's gonna be the zone really to reclaim here. Important for me to really be bullish about it. But you know, you're establishing a range. You sweep or hold the low here. But you're having your selling climax secondary test here, multi-correction. Secondary test in phase B, quite deep because we attempt a floor here, but now you have your capitulation here. Now you have what is looking like pretty much like an impulse here. Claiming at least your 1-hour trend. Where's your impulse? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will guess if this is going to show some strength, we could be into a third wave here. Maybe it's base case. Right, in the sense of a 1 and 2. And you want to see acceleration from here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe you are into 1, 2, 3. Yeah, both valid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's missing a bit of engagement here. You'll see this getting into a bigger retracement yet, especially if we finish the 1 here. And you have a bit of a pocket of liquidity here. But yeah, well, basically we want to see the, well, 1 box to hold. If it were to dip below. And overall, reclaim the, yeah, 120. Then it can go 150. We'll take that high at least. Let's POC. That would be my main target for something like this, yes, to target the high in the POC here. Welcome. What is Dodge doing? Is it moving finally? It's holding. Not quite here, is it? Yeah. It's holding a bit here. Okay. Anyway, thanks for joining, guys. Keep it bullish. And see you all very soon. Cheers. Cheers to you. Have a good evening, good weekend. Bye bye.